Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel, Bachelor Show. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more detailed videos. What if the spark you're hoping to see on The Bachelor isn't happening because it's not supposed to? Could it be that Mark Anderson, one of the most promising bachelors this season, is intentionally not putting in the effort with Joan? Fans are talking, and I'm about to break down why Mark might have some ulterior motives on this one. In this video, we'll dive into all the signs that point to Mark Anderson purposely holding back, why Joan might not be his real target, and what it all means for his future on the show. Trust me, you won't want to miss these theories. First off, let's address the elephant in the room. Mark is clearly not giving Joan his all. Have you noticed how every time they're together, there's just something off? No deep conversations, no big romantic gestures, and certainly none of the passion we see with some of the other contestants. But the real question is, why? Is Mark genuinely not interested, or is he holding back on purpose? There's a bigger picture here, and it starts with understanding Mark's game plan. In recent episodes, fans have seen Mark act distant with Joan. He's always friendly but never fully invested. Joan, who seemed like a frontrunner early on, is now left questioning where she stands. Why would Mark string her along if he's not truly into her? Here's a theory. Mark isn't trying with Joan because he's keeping his options open, and perhaps saving his energy for someone else. Could Mark be strategically focusing on staying in the competition without putting all his cards on the table? Let's break down some specific moments that give away Mark's possible ulterior motives. First, during their one-on-one date, did you notice how Mark kept the conversation light, avoiding any deep emotional connection? It's almost as if Mark is purposefully not letting Joan into his world. But why? Could he be intentionally playing it safe, or does he have another reason for keeping Joan at a distance? During their private time, Mark often redirects serious conversations, choosing small talk or neutral topics. He's also been hesitant to engage in romantic gestures, like making physical moves or giving Joan reassuring compliments. Interestingly, Mark's body language with Joan is different compared to the other women. He leans away, keeps his hands to himself, and avoids eye contact when things get too serious. All of these are clear signs of disinterest, but I believe they are part of a deliberate tactic to not appear too committed too early on. This strategic aloofness keeps Joan hooked just enough to remain interested, but not enough to solidify her position as a top contender. Here's where things get even more interesting. What if Mark is deliberately pulling back with Joan because his real intentions lie elsewhere? This season of The Bachelor has had its fair share of intense rivalries, and it's no secret that multiple women have caught Mark's eye. But who could Mark be really gunning for? And why would he want to keep Joan as a safety net while not putting in real effort with her? There's speculation that Mark is actually more interested in one of the quieter contestants, someone like Rachel or Emily, who hasn't been as outspoken but still made an impact on him. By not fully investing in Joan, Mark could be testing the waters with other women while keeping Joan close enough to guarantee a spot in the final rounds. This tactic could be part of Mark's long game, playing it cool with Joan so he doesn't burn bridges with anyone else. His ulterior motive? To avoid putting all his energy into Joan in case a deeper connection blossoms when a bachelor plays it safe. Sometimes contestants like Joan end up becoming what we call a backup plan. That is, someone the bachelor keeps around just in case things don't work out with the others. Is this what's happening with Joan? Could Mark be keeping her on the sidelines, waiting to see how his relationships with the other women evolve? Joan might be the classic safe choice for Mark. She's stable, kind, and there's no obvious drama between them. Mark could be holding on to Joan in case his other connections fizzle out or don't go as planned. We've seen this play out in past seasons of The Bachelor, where contestants are kept in the game not because of a deep romantic connection, but because they're a secure fallback option. If Mark doesn't truly feel a spark with Joan, she may simply be the backup plan for when things with the more unpredictable contestants fall apart. So, what's the ultimate goal for Mark Anderson? If he's not putting in effort with Joan on purpose, Does that mean he has a bigger endgame in mind? And what does this mean for Joan's future on The Bachelor? Will she be eliminated, or could Mark still come around and make a genuine effort with her? Mark's strategy could be to keep the drama low and avoid becoming too emotionally attached to anyone too soon. By playing it cool with Joan, he's likely aiming to focus on other connections, like the fiery chemistry he's had with other women. The next few episodes will be crucial. If Mark continues to hold back with Joan, she could be facing an early exit. On the other hand, if Mark does have feelings for Joan, but is trying to figure out his priorities, we could see him make a sudden, dramatic move toward her in a final push to stay in the game. So, what should you be looking for in the next episodes of The Bachelor? Watch Mark's interactions closely. If he continues to keep things light and distant with Joan, it's likely that she's not his top choice. But if he starts to change his behavior and puts more effort into their relationship, we might see a shift in the game. Also, keep an eye on his connections with other women. If he suddenly seems more interested in someone else, we could have our answer. Joan was never the endgame. Mark could be playing a smart, strategic move to keep his options open until he's ready to make a final decision. Either way, it's clear that there's more going on beneath the surface with Mark Anderson, and we'll be here to break it all down as the drama unfolds. What do you think? Is Mark intentionally holding back with Joan because he has ulterior motives? Or is there still a chance he could come around and show her the attention she deserves? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more breakdowns and analysis of The Bachelor. Come back to our channel for all your updates. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel.